trees. Lots of trees. Made some last night. Turned out pretty good. This one here though, this big one, it's kind of lacking in branches, I think. I think I'll try to clip some of these branches off of this and put some in there eventually. I've got probably another 2 or 3 spots on the layout that I'm going to use large trees like this. There's a farm scene across the way I'll be doing. Got into some pine trees. These two here are made with a foliage netting stuff, and it's also an old color. You can see it's more of a gray, I guess, or a lighter color than their current conifer green, I guess is what they call it. And got some smaller ones here. This one here, I used the full tree foliage. That's kind of the netting stuff. I used the shakings off that to color that one up a little bit. And this one here, I used some dead leaf foliage, Woodland Scenics. Crumbled some of that up and put on that. Looks pretty cool. And a big yellow one, and a multicolored orange, and a multicolored yellow and red. Of course, I'll be taking the bases off these and drilling holes. And the trunks and stuff still need some cleaning up, and probably even some of them probably need some more debris put on them, some more leaves or whatever you want to call it, some more clumps. So they look pretty good though. Everything's coming along pretty good. This is the stuff I'm using to make the trees with for now. There's other companies out there I'm going to probably end up getting and experimenting with also. But this is the vision I have for the railroad. This is how I want it to look, using basically Woodland Scenics products and other stuff. So that's the majority of the trees I've used so far out of this package. And I've used all the these 3 to 7 inch. Those are those big ones. Those are nice big trees. Like I said, that one's kind of lacking though. The other one was pretty nice. Those, I think I've used a lot of those too. Everything's kind of scattered around a layout right now, just kind of seeing what's going on. And the foliage that comes with those kits. I got some more armatures here that I'll be taking out. These are 3 to 5 inch. I'll probably be using a lot of the 5 inch ones and the 4 inch, and all the taller ones. And the pine. Here's this older Woodland Scenics, and I was looking at the peeled off the old price tags on it. There's one, that's the newest one that was on top, and down below you see $3.79, and then the original sticker for $1.50, I guess, from Modesto Hobby and Crafts. But it's a little bit grayer than the current. You can even see the difference in the package. Like you see the difference on the trees themselves, so you can kind of tell, which is nice though. That's, you need color variations. That's what gives you the detail. And so far I just made the trees with this, I think it's an olive clump foliage that comes with the bag of stuff, whatever. This stuff here I haven't used yet on any trees. I have used this medium green for the ground cover so far. More trees to build, more stuff to use. There's this dead foliage there that we used to sprinkle on top. That's pretty neat stuff. And here's this stuff here is kind of a pita. I wanted the colors to be separate, and I mean it comes stacked, but it's kind of intermixed, and by the time you pull everything out, you end up with it took me about 45 minutes to sift through all this stuff to get the colors. And some colors I want mixed, yes, but some colors I want just that color. But oh well, it is what it is. And here's this fall foliage stuff it's that netting. I tried to use it on a regular tree. I didn't like it. I like the pine. It wrapped around real nice, and then kind of shake a little bit more on top after you put some spray glue on it. I tried using this M.R.R to start with, and I wasn't happy with it, so I got some contact cement. That stuff works really well. I put it on all the branches, then hung the tree upside down for about 20 minutes or so, reapplied, and then dipped everything. And I haven't used the Loctite yet. I've used this old can here that was, I think it's got a tag on it that says 2000 or something. It's all rusty. I've been pack ratting that for a while for this purpose. The other spray Loctite stuff, I think I put some veneer down on something. I knew I'd use it for this also. This stuff here also, get back to the clump foliage of, I did use my mixer on it, so it gets it beaded up real good. That little hand mixer works great for this. And heavy spray glue, dip spray. Yeah, it's kind of a messy process, but it looks pretty good when it gets done. I'm happy with it. That's how I want it to look. So, well, that's those for now. Trees have been planted. Look pretty good. I'm happy with them. Really like the rust colored ones. So I got two more jars of rust coming and another jar of orange coming. Auction site deal, $10 for all 3 jars plus $8.60 for shipping, so I figured that wasn't a bad deal. And you can see there's another rust colored one. It's shedding. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of dead foliage down below, not big clumps like that, but get some small stuff to debris around and stuff. And the pine trees turned out really nice once you kind of mess with them and tuft and pull and push with a pair of tweezers. They come out pretty good. See some more of the groundwork. So yeah, all in all, I'm pleased with the Woodland Scenics. Although I'm going to try also some Scenic Express. I think I'm going to get some of their rust color also, just to kind of change it up. Although you can kind of see on this one, I did sprinkle Woodland Scenics Earth on that. And from a distance, it gives it kind of a little bit of a shade difference. I might try some other powders on them also on the Woodland Scenics, just to kind of change it up, just to give a different hues, tones of color. And I made some more trees. In all, I made 32 trees over a couple of days. Probably took me 10-12 hours or so, scraping the trunks. And oh yeah, and the branches do break off really sometimes kind of easy, the big trunks. But the one broke off, so I glued it on this one here, made a nice big tree out of it. And you can't really see I guess you can a little bit, but I just glued it on there with some super glue. Actually, it held pretty good too with super glue. But in this tree here, I kind of put a little bit of the rust color on it. It's looks kind of cool like that, like it's just starting to turn. And this one, all these trees here aren't done yet. These are just initial dip. They still need to be, like this red one here. The trunk needs to be scraped and take your finger and kind of push down the debris that's left over. Then take your brown paint and paint right over it. Makes it look like bark. No worries. Just get the big stuff off though. Try to pack it down and try to make it look like a trunk first before you start slapping paint on it. There's just a few more. And these ones here, these are the bases, they'll get planted right down to the tree line there, the fir line. But they're not completed at all. None of these over here are completed. They still need a little bit more squishing done. There you can see they're shedding. They still need more squishing done and another spray or two of some more tacky glue. But they turn out pretty good. And I got me some Woodland Scenics Murky Deep Pour Mix that's going to go in here in my bog. But first I still got to do my switches and the switch machines and everything. I still got to ballast all this. I don't want the ballast to contaminate this over here. So, but you can see I got it kind of painted up underneath, so it'll give a good effect, I think. I'm still not sure if I want to do this section with water. I think I just might make it moist. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still pondering that. And I got all the grass done up to here anyway. So it gives pretty good close-ups there, doesn't it? Cool. All right. Well, that's the trees have been planted. So the next episode is going to be going over to the cement plant. I'm going to start some work over there. So, and little by little too, I'm going to continue on. I'll do this. Like I said, I gotta get this ballasted and stuff before I do that. And I'll continue on around doing all the cement plant yard in the lower area. Over here I'll have another bog. So there's another pour with that deep pour stuff. Then on the other side of the layout too, I'm going to have a farm with a farm pond going on too. And then over in the other yard, when I do get that assembled and built, there'll be another small bog behind also. So there'll be some pretty cool little water effects and things going on. So all right, till next time.